In this video, I'm going to be showing you a card control which I call the fake card control, and in a moment you're going to know why. So at first, let's just see the performance. As you can see, all the cards are different, and from these different cards we're going to select only one random playing card, and let's say it's the 8 of clubs. I'm going to take the 8 of clubs and put it somewhere in the center of the deck, just like that. And then as I push it inside, as it goes inside, all I have to do is just snap my fingers to bring it back to the top as it was before. So that is the trick, and that's the card control, which is actually a fake card control. I did nothing, but here is how you're gonna do it. This trick is very easy to do, as well as it's also very tricky. Now the easy part is the process, and the tricky part is when you're going to perform it in real life in front of a spectator. So let's just go with the easy part at first. That's the process. So in the process, all you need to do is, after the spectator selects a playing card, you're just going to show it to them, and then you're going to take it and put it face down onto the top of the deck. Okay, and then what you need to do is you need to just riffle down, and as soon as you riffle down to around the center of the deck, just take up the top packet, and as soon as you go and pull the top card, you're actually pretending to pull the top card, and what you're actually doing is you're basically pulling out the bottom card just like that, and you're doing it in a fast motion which will make it look like that you are pulling out the top card, and the grips will be in such a form it will look like that you're pulling out the top card. So first of all, the grip. You're going to hold the deck of cards in this grip. The pinky will be over here, these two fingers will be over here, that is the ring and the middle and the ring finger, and the index finger will be on the top of the deck, and it will be just left on the top of the deck. It's not going to put any kind of force onto the top, and the thumb is going to hold the entire deck from the back side. So after the spectator selects that card, you're going to hold the deck of cards just like that, and then you're going to riffle down the side, and as soon as you just go to around the center, you're just going to divide the deck into two equal packets, almost equal packets, and then what you need to do is basically you need to do that fake pull. So for that fake pull, what you're doing is you're bringing your thumb right over here at the edge. Okay, you're not keeping it too much inside, because if you keep it too much inside, you might also pull out the top card, which will be a very big mistake. So you're going to keep your thumb at the edge, and make sure your thumb is not touching the top card. Your thumb is touching the edge of the top card, and the bottom finger, which is the index finger, which goes to the bottom of the deck, make sure that this part of your index finger is a little bit moisturized, because you're going to curl your index finger, and this part is going to pull out that card from the bottom of the deck. So when that part pulls out the card from the bottom of the deck, it actually looks like that. When you do it fast, it actually looks like that you just pull the top card out from the top of the deck. And the reason why it looks like that is because the thumb, it remains over here before you actually pull out the card onto this part. So basically that's the easy thing, and that is the process. But there's also another thing that you need to know, that while you're pulling out the card, there are two more movements that you need to keep in mind. That is, while you're holding the packet like that, when you're pulling out the card, the first movement will be the packet movement, or this hand movement, which will make this packet move this side and in an angular motion like that. And you're also going to pull out the card at the same time. So while you're pulling out the card, this card is also going to come out this side. So these two hands are going to move in the opposite direction in order to increase the speed. That means if you're just pulling out the card this side, there's not much speed, but if you're adding on this movement, this packet is moving away faster and this card is coming out faster, which makes it look more of a visual illusion and a proper way to do this trick, or to do this fake control, or whatever it is. So once you get into this motion, you also need to keep in mind that while you're performing this, just try to show the spectator the top side of the decks, because from the top side they won't be able to figure out from where you're actually pulling the card. But if you're showing them the side, they will be pretty much able to figure out. If you do it a little slow, they'll be pretty much able to figure out that you're pulling it from the bottom of the deck. So you don't want that to happen. So that's the easy part, which is totally covered. So that's how you're going to do it, and that's the entire process. And you need to actually practice it in front of the mirror before you can go and perform it in front of the spectator. Now once you practiced it successfully, while you're performing it, while you're doing it in front of the spectator in real life, what you need to do is basically the second part. That's the tricky part. And the tricky part is you're not going to let the spectator focus onto the deck of cards entirely. You're going to be in a constant weave of words which the spectator is going to listen to, and the spectator is going to simultaneously focus on your words and the deck of cards. And in that way, they can't give a constant focus on the deck of cards. So even if you sometimes by mistake, even if you do a little bit slow, they won't really notice that you have actually pulled out the bottom card. And not just that, once you're in a constant flow of words, you can actually make this move look very casual. Like, okay, so this is your card, right? And I'm going to just put it on the top. And as you know that every magician, they just put the card into the center of the deck, just like that. Okay, just like that. I don't know if this was messy or something very nice. I mean, I didn't look at the camera, but I hope you understood what you need to do. And this movement should be casual. This entire move should be casual. And while you're talking to the spectator, it should also look very much casual, so that the spectator also gives a little bit of focus onto the deck of cards, so that they know that their card is inside somewhere in the center of the deck, but you know deep inside that you're actually keeping their card onto the top. And the reason I call this the fake card control is because nothing is changing. Their card is onto the top, and as I cut the deck of cards and I bring out the bottom card from the top packet, and then I put the top packet right on top, you know, the entire order of cards are in the same, and it's actually a fake move. Nothing changes in this move. So that's why I call this the fake card control, and that's how you're gonna do it. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed learning this. It's not something very new. I learned it from Asad from 52 Cards, and it was like years ago, so I don't really remember the actual name of this trick, and I really doubt if he said any actual name of this move. So I'm just calling it the fake card control. But if you guys have seen this before, and if you know what the name of the card control is, you can feel free to just comment that name in the description box, and I'll make sure to update that in the comment section, and I'll make sure to put it in the description box. That's it. Okay, so I just got confused. So anyways, that's it for this video, and I hope you have a wonderful day. If you're new here, then make sure you subscribe, because that's going to help me create a lot more amazing contents like this one. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Peace.